mess that one up. Robin Williams would be non-happy with me. It is evening time. Anyway, this is TJ. This is the Goldenrod. Time to go over the 5-minute charts with everybody. Had a good day in trading. So right over here, I want you to look at, let me pull it out really quick. Where is my chart? So I've already taken all this information all the way up to a certain point for right here, all the way down. This was an early morning getting out of a trade there, so that doesn't count for the day, but all this down here does. And here that information is in real time. Okay, I've already highlighted it and I put it into this spreadsheet. So let's see, this is the last totaling area here. Let's see what we did today. Did a little over $3,000. Okay, and that was pretty much a few hours this morning, probably about 3 hours this morning. Then I had 2 trades that held over into the rest of the day. So $3 grand for the day, not too shabby whatsoever. So let's go over some 5-minute charts so you can see what the Goldenrod system could have done for you today if you were trading it. Let's start over here at oil. Remember, the dotted line on the 5-minute chart is what I'm looking at. All these down here are 5-minute charts. I'm on the MT4 and let's get started. So we had one trade here in the morning on this one. I took a trade. I highlighted this and circled this on purpose. So you had a big gap here. This thing went down pretty hard, left this big old gap with a bunch of orders to probably fill. So I knew at some point, once it started going sideways, it was going to retrace at least 50%. And when it did, I shorted it again. Okay, so right here, when I saw that, this had already passed. This had already passed, already went up. When I saw this, I didn't wait for anything to form, which it did not, but I took the trade all because of this gap here. And when it went up, I took it, came down, I made my money and got out. So that was a TJ trade. That wasn't the Goldenrod. That was just candlestick looky-loos. But going back into the 5-minute chart, we had a nice one there. There's one. Let me get my calculator out so we can look at how many trades we could have had today. And there's one. All right, let's go to the US 500. Looks like we had 2. One at about close to 8 o'clock in the morning. Not too big. I think we had another one over here, came all the way up, got out. So we had a couple more. The NAS 100. Looks like there were 3 for the day. Oh, excuse me, 2 for the day. I got in on this one here. You can't, at least I believe, yeah, it went against me. I got in again here and then got out when it went down and came back up even. So I made profit on one and basically broke even on that. You had another one here, so we're just going to count one. Chief Yen had one trade to the upside and boom, there it was. Everything else is null and void. Again, what we're looking for is my goldenrod line to come outside these blue bands and my aqua line to come outside as well, with a nice little arrow also outside. Okay, let's go to the CAD Chief, mark that as 1. What do we have here? Looks like we didn't have anything this morning. Look at how close that was, but didn't take it. If you did, you would have had it still, no big deal. But I stayed out of that trade. This one was not a trade and just kind of meandered sideways today. Let's go to the pound yen. Looks like we had 2 on the pound yen, excuse me, 1 on the pound yen. Came up, came back down, got in again, all the way up to the top, got out. Again, remember, I don't always hold my trades all the way to the top of the next line, or the other side of the channel. I will get out at times at 50%, okay? So just remember that, because sometimes these don't go all the way back, and I like to take my profit off the table. So here we have one more. Pound CAD. Looks like we didn't have anything. That was so close, didn't take it. What I did take this morning, and again I marked it because I wanted you to see it. So since the last 30-minute down scenario over here, remember how I take the 30-minute chart and pair it up with the 1-minute chart? I trade the 1 minute off the 30. So since this came all the way back up, I decided to sell it, and I missed it a little bit. It went up a little farther. I got it again, and whoosh, it sunk back down. So I knew the trend was overall down, and that's why I took it this morning. Don't ask me why. Just one of those little freak trades that played out, but it was a good trade. So another one. Pound Chief. What do we got? We got 2 on the Pound Chief. I'll move this over a little bit. Right about there. So we got a nice up one there. There's 1, and a nice down trade to there. There's 2. And let's see here. The Pound Audi. There are no trades. Remember, my blue lines are the 30-minute chart for the 1 minute for later. Okay. Now, I'm only showing you trades from 6 o'clock this morning till about 3 o'clock. So that started somewhere around here. And you can see there's nothing. Everything is still inside my band. So literally no trades today on that. Let's go way over here. Audi NAS. Let me get to my other chart here just a minute. Pull up my studio, make sure everything's working. It looks like it's working. You guys, I got to tell you, I talked for 40 minutes this morning. Said some really good stuff about trading, and none of it was recorded. So I am so sorry, but we'll go over things as time goes on. Let's get back to the 5-minute chart. So right. Oh, and by the way, this morning was my first live stream trading live, and so if you want to go back and at least watch it for the first 40 minutes and you hear me talk for about the last 15 or 20, you're more than welcome to do that. And I'm really trying on this YouTube video stuff. It is touch and go. At least for me it is right now, because I'm a newbie. So one day I can't use that excuse anymore, but hang in there. 5-minute chart. Here we go. Got one trade here going up. Boom, you made money. Got in on one here. Boom, made money. Real simple trades. 2 more. Audi Yen. We have, looks like just one trade. Everything else kind of meandered in the middle today. So 1 more. And also to let you know, this system does have alarms that go off with pop-up boxes that come up. I just don't have them popping up for me. I like to scan manually, but when I'm doing something online, I will turn them on so I don't have to watch it so close. But in the morning time, I will not be looking at pop-up boxes with the alarms. I'm too busy looking down here to see what I'm making and what I'm doing. So, all right, let's go to the Audi CAD 5-minute chart. What do we got? Looks like we had one trade there. Boom. Money. I have something circled here on this one. Oh, I know what I did. So since this was a down scenario, right, the market came up, and at this point right here, my band, it was touching the top of my band back at this time frame. So I decided, you know, I'm going to sell this again. Went against me a little bit, but then boom, it just flushed. So that was a good trade. Again, that was a TJ trade. One thing you can do with this system, depending on the trades and what's going on during the day, you can take trades and mark the position, meaning which way the market is going, and if it doesn't switch to the other side, you can continue to use that way to trade. It's another little plus with my system. It's a very nice scenario for slow days if there are no live signs like this to trade on. You can wait till something comes up and touches back. And what I mean by that is, so I've got no signals down here for a buy. So this was the last sell, right? I have no buys. It came all the way back up. You could sell it again. So just so you know. All right, that's one. Audi Chief 5-minute chart. And I went back through and marked these earlier to make it a little bit quicker on us. Don't want to take your whole evening up. Now, when I mark these, just to let you know, even though this looks like it's not, because this band, my aqua line, is not outside my blue band, at this time frame it was, and that's why I marked it. So, long story short, this was a winner. Okay, even if you didn't get out here in the middle and it came back up and came and flushed back down, it still worked out just fine. So I don't want you to think that wasn't a trade. It actually was. That's why I marked these. All right, there's another one. Let's go to Audi USD, and we have one trade again. Actually, you got in here, went against you a little bit. I probably popped in 1 or 2 more times. Here's another signal for another buy. Boom, flushed all the way up and we're out. So we'll just count that as one. And and we're on the Euro Yen 5-minute chart. Here's a mark all the way up, another win. Euro Chief, got two of them. Got one here up, and then we have a sell all the way down. So 2 on that one. Euro CAD, looks like there's just one on the Euro CAD. At this time, this band, this was touching this band, and it did go down and flush, so that was one. Again, those bands are hybrid, and they will move a little bit, not terribly much on the 5-minute chart and on the higher time frames, but they do move a little bit, and you actually want them to do that because in future time you want this to be outside. So since this is past time and the band's kind of open and then constricted down here, that was viable, just so you know. Euro Pound 5-minute, and there was nothing. This was way before 6 o'clock in the morning, so nothing. I mean, that was getting there, but no cigar. Euro Audi, yeah, nothing on the Euro Audi. Just kind of meandered in the middle of the bands. USD CAD had one. Oops. One trade all the way up there, all the way down. Just a nice, simple, easy trade. USD Yen, we had one trade again in 2 different areas. Had one here, didn't quite go up. I probably entered again. It flushed up, so 2 out of 1, but I'm only going to count 1. Chief, looks like we had 2 good trades. They were both sells. Boom, boom. Okay, 2. The pound had 2 on the pound. Or wait a minute. Nope, that was 1 on the pound. So I got into this one. I did have confirmation. This was up higher. Confirmation was in. I bought it. This did not get up fully to the band because the band was up here and I did not punch out. I let it go back down, entered again. There was another buy, so I knew I'm still fine, and boom, it flushed up finally. So this was a really good trade. Made a few $100 on that. I'm going to give myself 3 on that because I don't know if I pressed the button really good on 2 last time, so I'm giving myself 3. And legitimately, it was probably 4 or 5. But I want to be conservative when I show you things. I don't want you to think I'm tipping the cup one way or the other. Got a nice buy there. There's 1. Nice sell here. It meandered, but then finally fell. There's 2. Nice one there. He didn't make too much, but it was still 1. So we'll take 3 on that one as well. All right, that's the end. What's the tally? 29, almost 30 trades that were all good. So 30 trades on 31, 32 pair. Okay, now I'm going to go over back to gold and silver and the NAS and the US 500, and I want to show you on the 1-minute chart. We're only going to go over a few of them. I'm not going to waste your time tonight, so I'm going to get that out of the way for now. I'm going to zero it out, and we're going to look at the 1-minute chart. First, let's go to the 30. I did mark some 30s on here. I don't know if they're still here. Yep, there it is. So, you know what, let's go to the 30 so I don't mess this up. I can't tell sometimes that it's a buy or sell, so definitely a buy. So let's go to the 1-minute chart, and we will look at, for today only, starting at 1400, which on my chart is 6 o'clock. And forget that circle that was used for last time for what I was trying to show you. Let me just get rid of this big old boy if I can. Oh goodness, it's not letting me. Forget it, we'll just leave it there. So 1400 hours on the 1-minute chart. So we got 1, that's close, but it's on there. 2, oh sorry, we're only buying 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. And right at the end of the day, you could have had 6, but I'm only going to count 5. Let me make sure I'm cleared everything. So 5, and that's just on oil. So let's get out of that. Let's go over to the US 500. Let's see if I've got a mark over here for my 30-minute. There it is. And I want to say it's a buy, but let's double check it. Yep, it's a buy. So let's go to the 1 minute chart, flush it back, and we'll go to 6 o'clock this morning, and it's only buying. So there's a buy there and there. There's one. No cigar. Close. Oh, no cigar. Definitely two. And you're either getting in there or there, and even here. So there's three you could have got on. So I'm going to do two on that one, even though there's three. So four. Here's one. Five. Where are we at? And that was at the end of the day. I won't count that one. That was at the very end of the day. So let's say four. Okay, 1 minute chart. I've only gone through two. Let's put that back on my 5 minute. Let's go to the NASDAQ. Look at the 30-minute time frame direction, and it's definitely a buy. Let's go to the 1 minute. Flush it out down to 1400, which is 6 o'clock in the morning. About the same place. Interesting. But remember, it's a buy. Let me double check that. Yep, it's a buy. Sorry. Skip. I keep not hitting my button there. Alright, it's a buy. So we're down here. That's actually good. There's one, and if not, that was also good. So I'll just say one. There's two. No go. No go there. Here's three. And four. Three separate times. Four. And that's at the end of the day. So I'll give myself four more. Alright, we're already in just three, and there's already 13 trades that were available. So I just want you to see there are so many trades to take. You'll never be tradeless, is what I'm wanting you to see. This is definitely a buy on the 30 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute and flush it out real quick. 1400, and right about here. So there's one. Here's two. Ooh, that's one. There's three. There's four. Small one. Here's five. That might have been at the end of the day. Nope, five. And that's it on that one. So we'll count five more. We're four in. Let's do gold. Go to the 30 minutes, see what that looks like. Oh, that was quick. It's a sell. Alright, let's get on the minute chart, look for some sells. Go to 1400. Did it again. Go to 1400. Right there. I'm only doing sells, so we're up top now. That would have been one. Very close, but I would have taken it. There's one and two. You know, I'm going to leave that one out because I'm not sure. We're at two. There's three and four. What time was that? Yep, four. And we're done. So four more. Okay, I'm going to do five more. Bear with me. Let's go to the 30 minute. And we're buying only on the 1 minute. Let's go over to 1400, which is 6 o'clock in the morning. And there is one, two, three. Can't take that one, it already went up. Three, and that's it. So three more there. Keeping tally on the other side, so hang in there with me. And we're going to go to this over here on the 30-minute chart. And we're going to see we're buying, so we're going to go to the 1 minute chart and look for buys only. Start at 1400. Whoa, let's try that again. 1400, right about here. We're doing buys only. So there's one. Might would have been two, but very short-lived. That's three. And that's it. Three on that one. Let's go to the NAS Chief, 30-minute. And we are buying only on the 1 minute. So let's go to 1400 and look for some buys. All right. Nothing, nothing, nothing. There's one there. And looks like two. What time was that? Yeah, there's two. That's too far up. It's over the 50%. Well, that's not even, no, that's not one. Two, and that's it. So two more here. We're almost there. Just got two more to look at. We're not going to do all of them tonight. Looks like we're buying only on the 1 minute. Going to the 1 minute to flush it out. And we're going to go to that 1400 time frame, which is 6 o'clock. We're buying only, so there's one all the way up. There's two all the way up. There's three up, down. Finally hits it over here. And that's it. Well, no, there's four. I got that at the end of the day. Awesome. Four there. All right, we got one more. This will be number 10. Let's look at the 30-minute time frame, and we are definitely selling. Let's go back to 1 minute. And we will look at the 1 minute at 1600 hours. Excuse me, 1400 hours, which is 6 o'clock Central Standard Time in the United States. And we are only selling, so that's not one. There's one right there. Close but no cigar. Nope. And we could take that one. There's two. What's the time? Yep, two, possibly three. And that's it, three. Alright, now I've just gone over. I'm going to pull this over here. I haven't hit recall yet. I just went over 10 different charts on the 1 minute time frame. That's only 1/3 of all the trades available on the 1 minute, okay? So tallied up, that was 37 trades. If you want to times that by 3, because we only did 1/3 of them, that's 111 trades plus the 30 we got from the 5 minute chart. Folks, you've got 141 trades to pick from today, okay? This system is awesome. You don't have to wait. And again, I don't know if you're trigger happy. You know, you don't have to be. This just gives me a lot of comfort knowing I don't got to wait for anything. There's always going to be a trade. All I have to do is go through my time frame and just look, because it's going to be right here in front. All I've got to look for is to make sure my arrow, my aqua, and my goldenrod are up underneath that channel or above that channel on the 5 minute. If I'm doing the 1 minute, get your 30 minute in to make sure direction and start trading. It's as easy as that. Guys, this is not rocket science, okay? Here's all my trades today. Real simple. I was in one a little bit longer. I did a video earlier about that, and I got out of it. So don't think that this is... I want to talk about martingaling really quick. I actually made a martingaling robot, but it actually had indicators. It used indicators. It was not a true martingale. It was a hybrid martingale that used indicators on when to actually get in and how to do it properly. Long story short, some people might look at this down here and they say, oh, you're martingaling. Well, it's like, well, no, I'm not martingaling because I'm not doubling up every time, number one. And I have a system by which I'm staying in the parameters. So if it goes against me, yes, I do cost average in. And I do it at certain intervals, knowing that when it flips and comes back, I'm going to be using my take profits and moving it and moving it and moving it to where that thing doesn't have to come all the way back down to my original take profit. That's ignorant trading. Okay? You need to move your take profits when you enter again and cost average back in. That's just the smart thing to do. And you got to know how to do it properly. It's not hard. You don't have to be a mathematician. In fact, it's all eye candy. That's all it is. You look at the lines, you look at how many you've gone in, you look at how many you've gone past where you thought you were going to get out, and you can eyeball where you need to get out. Doing this, there's always going to be a loser in here somewhere. As you can see, there's my loser for this, the chief yen trade from here to here. I lost $117. And then there was another one for almost $75, so almost $200, but I made 123, 146, 56, 162. All of that overcame my loss. It's a cost average scenario. Everybody does it. Don't you dare get online and look at these one pony wonders that, you know, they're making $1 trillion every month, and you're watching them live and they're just smashing it and smashing it and smashing it, and everything rides on getting in and out one or two times. There's way too much stress with that, way too much. But again, that's my opinion. Okay, I wished I could use my trading robot, but I can't, because the thing takes $500,000 and it trades all 32 pair at one time. So I don't have that kind of wealth right now, but long story short, I do have a system. You're looking at it right in front of you. Anybody can do it. You can use any time frame. You can use any amount of lots that you want to start off, and that's a whole other story. You know, you need to leverage your account size properly with your lottage. So we'll go over that later on as well. But been a good day trading. Everything worked out well. I hope you had a good afternoon and a good evening, and I hope this channel will continue to grow. If you want to contact me, you can get a hold of me at goldenrodtrades@gmail.com, and I'll answer your questions and do what I can. So take care, have a good night, and we will talk later. Bye-bye.